Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to be doing something a little different. I am going to do a tarot reading for you. This is my first video posting doing a tarot reading, so bear with me if it takes a little second for the messages to come through. I am going to be reading them based off of the images versus what the cards typically mean. So just keep that in mind and let's go ahead and get on into it. Okay, so first card coming out is the Two of Pentacles upside down. Let's see what's coming out. So I'm seeing, of course, two coins, and it is telling me that you have gotten really good at balance, the practice of balance in your life. You have been balancing a lot of different things, including balancing being in this 3D reality and also balancing your spiritual life. Now, like I said, this card came out upside down. I am feeling like there is a message with it right side up. And basically what I'm getting is that you have gold in your hands. You have gold in your hands. And that, by that, meaning that you have a magical touch. Everything, everyone you come across is electrified by your magnetism. And that being said, you are in the process of bringing in, of magnetizing the right people, places, and situations for you in your life right now. And that is because you have set boundaries in the most loving, kind, compassionate way towards the things that don't serve you. And you are doing that and letting go of those things with love. I was doing a little tarot reading for myself earlier, and I forgot exactly what the card was, but the image was of a woman, a goddess, you, putting her hands out to the side, and there were spiky, prickly cactuses like all around her. And I feel called to share with you the message that I got from that card, and that is that you are, like I said, because it relates to what I've been saying, you are, by seeing that image, it's like you are kindly, gently, compassionately pushing away the things that don't serve you. You are not doing it in a way where you need like a sword or something that is, you don't need to fight, is what I'm saying. You are in a place where you know how to go about all of this with love. And that is so admirable. And because of that, because you're doing that, because you're setting these boundaries with things that don't serve you, and you are following your highest excitement, that is magnetizing all the things towards you that are actually meant for you, that are going to feel good. And I feel like the next 6 months are going to be so crucial for your evolution. I feel like these past 6 months have been very crucial for your evolution. And the next 6 months, there are going to be a lot of manifestations coming in. At least a couple, at least a couple. Now the next card that I'm getting right side up is Eight of Swords. This is telling me that you can rest because the universe is protecting you. The universe has got your back. You see all the swords, how they're surrounding this goddess. You are the goddess, or the god, the spiritual royalty, and the universe has got your back. You can rest and relax. You don't have to try so hard. You don't have to manifest so hard. You can just sit back and relax because the universe has got you. They are guiding you in the way where if you follow your highest excitement, that is the path, because that is what's going to bring you the things that you want and need to receive. That is how the universe is guiding you, is that they are showing you, they are giving you these emotions of excitement towards certain things so that you follow that path that they are setting for you, and that you essentially set up for yourself before coming to this 3D reality. We are also getting the 10 of Cups. I just turned it right side up for just automatically. And actually, I do feel like this was supposed to be read upside down like it came out. And what this is telling me, this is actually a very personal card for me because of the image on it. Basically, a quick little story, long story short, is that my half-brother who passed to the other side sends me messages and signs that he is there, that he's guiding me through upside down rainbows. And look at this card. This is telling me that your loved ones who have passed to the other side are sending you messages. They are sending you signs that they are there, that they are guiding you, that they have never left. Their energy is still present and they are around you. They love you so much, that goes without saying, right? But I just want you to know that they have never left. And the thing is that you might not be noticing these signs. What we need to cultivate is an attitude of gratitude so that we can notice the signs, so that we can notice the miracles in our life. The universe is always going to send us miracles. However, if we don't have the gratitude, we're not going to notice those miracles. So when we cultivate the attitude of gratitude, that allows us to be able to see the miracles in our life. And I feel like there's another message in this card. It's taking a second for it to come through. There's something with, there's a moon, and like I said, you know, this card came out upside down, right? I think I was actually focusing on the wrong thing, because now that I look at it in the camera, what is so obvious to me is that this rainbow is reflecting right here. And that tells me that your loved ones who have passed and are on the other side right now, they are sending you signs in a way that's trying to reflect to you things that you need to see, that could help you to see. And it could be in the littlest daily things that you might think mean nothing. So an example of this for me, I will say, is that earlier today there was a thunderstorm and it knocked down a lot of trees around my neighborhood, and I was trying to drive. I was like a street away from my house, and I was trying to drive through this street like I normally do on the way home from my walk from the park. And one of the trees that were knocked down there was a tree that was knocked down right in front of the stoplight that I had to go through to get to my house. And it looked like, because there was a little spot, there was like a little opening underneath the tree, right? But I was like, I think that's too small for my car to actually fit through. So I went around and tried to figure out another way to get out. Then I was like running into dead ends. Basically, I ended up saying, let's just try to go through this little opening that's underneath the tree and see if my car can fit through, because there was like, I couldn't find a different way to get home. Like every road I was like going to besides that one was a dead end. So I was like, let's just go ahead and try. My car fit through and I was able to get home. Now, what that tells me, and I strongly feel that that was a sign from a loved one from the other side, I don't know which one, but the way that this relates to you is that, so I learned something from that small, seemingly nothing challenge. What I learned was that even though something seems impossible or something seems, basically like if something can seem impossible and you can still get through it. You can still get through it. So that message in itself might relate to you, but my main message, my main point of bringing that up is to say that there are little things that are happening daily that your loved ones on the other side are trying to reflect to you, like this rainbow is reflecting in the water. And you just have to be able to open up to see it, because at first I didn't even notice the reflection of the rainbow in the water. And I also feel like this is saying something else, which is that sorry, my brain just blanked out. Okay, like I said, this is my first tarot reading, so bear with me if the messages take a second to come through. I do feel like there's something deeper in here, but I'm gonna come back to that. And because I feel like there's some other cards that will make that make more sense. So the next one is the Queen of Pentacles. And I keep having this feeling to flip the card over, but I'm gonna keep reading it as they come out. Wait, actually, I do feel like maybe there's something. Reading it this way and then turning it around and seeing how that plays out, what comes through. The Queen of Pentacles, she has this gold coin in the center, right? The message that is coming in feels like it is telling me that we could all benefit from moving our attention that usually lives up in our heads all the way down, either into our heart chakra or into our stomach. I forgot the name of that chakra, but that is a more grounded way to live. And it feels better when your attention is in your body versus up in your head. It can get very overwhelming like that. Now, I do feel like this almost has something to do with the Ten of Cups. And they both did come out upside down. I feel like there's a message that's like right at the tip of my tongue. Okay. So basically, this is what's standing out to me. Let me show you. Do you see how there's that moon right there, right? That stands out to me in relation to this coin right here. And what that's telling me with all of these cups is that you have the magic of a full moon right within you, and all of these blessings around, as long as you can open up to see them, as long as you use gratitude to see those miracles and blessings and your own magic. I do feel like in a huge way, you have already gotten to the point in your journey, in your evolution, where you are at least starting, you're at least starting to see yourself the way that God, the way the universe sees you. It's like you are in admiration of yourself, not in an egoic way, but in a way, like I said, where you are seeing yourself, or at least starting to, the way that the universe sees you, which is with so much worth, with so much power, more than we could probably ever actually be able to understand in this lifetime. But you are now seeing your power now more than you ever have before. And that is what, that along with the setting the boundaries that you have set or are going to set, that is what is bringing your manifestations into your life. And the gratitude you're holding is allowing you to be able to see these manifestations. You are seeing yourself the way that the universe sees you. And that is as a creator, as so worthy, as inherently so worthy and so beautiful and so special. You are finally starting to see that because of all the work you've done on yourself, because of setting your boundaries, because you're following your highest excitement, at least to some extent. I do want to encourage you to keep doing it, do it more. Try to do that in every single moment for every single decision of every day. I lost my train of thought, but I am getting the message to pull another card. So here we go. Here's another upside down card. It is the 8 of Cups. And yet again, there is another moon in there. I do feel like the 8 is significant. I do feel like the 8 is significant. So maybe you've been seeing 8s. Maybe the 8s are the signs, part of the signs that your loved ones from the other side are sending you. And maybe the 8 is a sign for the next 8 months. I was feeling like the next six months are going to be significant for you, but maybe it's the next 8 months. And in relation to this card, the 10 of Cups, in relation to that card, I am seeing that 8 of Cups and 10 of Cups. I'm seeing that even when your moon waxes or wanes, do you know what I'm saying? Like even when you don't feel like you have a full moon inside of you. First of all, the universe is still guiding you. And second of all, you still know that you have a full moon inside of you, if that makes sense. So let me explain that a little bit. You know that you are a beautiful, whole person by yourself, even when you may not be feeling your best. You have gotten to the point to where even when you are not feeling your best, you have worked so hard on your core beliefs that you just so inherently know how, you deeply know how inherently worthy and beautiful you are. And you finally see your worth, and you finally see what you deserve. And you are settling for nothing less. Okay, I'm going to leave those right there. I'm feeling like I need to pull another couple cards at least. So next one coming out is Strength, Oya. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. This deck is the Goddess Tarot. Such a beautiful deck of cards. And so this is one of the goddesses. And I'm really strongly feeling like you are resonating with the idea of being a goddess or a god or spiritual royalty in some way. I do feel like you are in you are in a high rank in the spiritual world. Like you have, I do feel like you're an old soul and you have gone through many lifetimes, and you have learned so much throughout all of those lifetimes. And that is probably why, I say probably, I feel that that is why you have been given maybe a more challenging life than others, because you are at the point to where you can actually handle it. If you didn't go through all of the lifetimes and learned all the lessons that you needed to learn, you wouldn't be given this life where you have had so many challenges and so much to overcome. Because if you couldn't handle it, you wouldn't have been given these specific challenges. You see what I'm saying? You can handle it, and that goes that's so synchronistic with the strength card. You have strength, you have so much strength. And again, that is why you have been given so many challenges, because the universe and you deep in your soul know that you can handle it. And you asked for these challenges before you came here because you wanted to grow as a soul, and you've been doing an amazing job at it. I am getting with the movements that this goddess is displaying on this card. It looks like she's dancing. I am getting the message that this is an important time, as always, for everyone, but especially at this time when you're watching this video. This is a really important time for you to include play in your life. Playfulness, playing like your inner child wants you to do, playing like you might not have been able to do as a child. Your inner child and your soul wants you to tap into the idea of play and creativity, and ask yourself, what did I enjoy as a child? What lit me up? What brought me so much joy? And what did I do that was just for myself, that I didn't need others' validation for? I already feel like you're doing a really great job at giving yourself internal validation, but we're talking about play here. What can I do that is just for me? What can I do that feels fun and that I'm doing just to have fun? I feel like that could be a really great question to ask yourself, and then to go ahead and do it. I also feel like this card is telling me that celebration is really important right now for whenever you're watching this video. I am getting that it could do you really well, and it could speed up some manifestations and could speed up some other things in your life because, okay, my brain's jumping around. If you celebrate where you are right now, because you have gotten to a place in your life where you have never been before. This is new territory for you. And no one's ever been where you are before. You were, what's the word? Like, you are exploring new territory. And it's because of all the work that you've done on yourself. Like, you've done a really great job. And so it is time to, like I said, stop manifesting so hard, stop working so hard. Just sit back, relax, play, and celebrate. This could be done in like a little tiny celebration for yourself, where maybe you go and you get yourself a little dessert or something. Do something out of the ordinary to signify that, and to use as a ritual, that you have really gotten to this new level, because you have. If you're watching this video, you have gotten to a new level in your spiritual evolution. So like I said, you can celebrate in a small way by just getting yourself a little dessert, maybe buying yourself a cake. Do something out of the ordinary. Do something you haven't done in a while, or something you've maybe never done. Or you could celebrate in a big way where you actually hold like a little party at your own house or wherever, and the party is to celebrate your spiritual evolution, and you have friends over. And you know, I do feel like if you celebrate in some way, celebrate where you are in your life now, celebrate where you've gotten to. If you celebrate in some way, it is going to speed up some things, some amazing things in your life, like manifestations, for example. Okay, I do feel like one more card is needed right now. We're getting the Five of Swords, and it did come out upside down, but I'm gonna look at it facing up first because I feel like there is a message in that, facing upwards, and then I'm gonna look at it upside down. So this does feel like it's going back to boundaries. You see how this person is holding a sword, and there are swords on the ground, and there are these birds. I don't know if you can see them, but there are these birds up here, and this person's holding a sword looking up at these birds. This is telling me that, again, you have set boundaries with the things that don't serve you, and you're watching as they fly away. You're watching as they push themselves further and further out of your life. And that is for the better. That is for the highest good of all. That boundary setting that you have done is both helping you and it's helping the other person. And because of that, it works as a domino effect where it ends up helping everyone around y'all. And then that keeps going as a domino effect. Like these, whatever separations you've had in your life recently are for the highest good of all. It's happened for a reason. And it's helping both you and the other person, like I said, everyone around you. And the thing is that you see how this sword, the bottom of it is like in the ground, like the pointy part, the weapon part is in the ground. And it's the same for these two swords that are down here as well. You can't see the pointy part. So this tells me that you are protecting yourself, like I said earlier, you are protecting yourself in the most loving way where you don't need to fight. You recognize that fighting is not the answer for anything. It just hurts more, everyone in the situation, when you fight. You are recognizing that with love, you can actually heal, even if the most loving thing is to let someone go. You are doing all of this, you are taking all of your actions with love, which is so admirable, and I'm so proud of you. And I am so proud of you for doing all the work on yourself that you have done. I know I don't know you, but I just want to say I am very proud of you and I'm in awe of you. And I really hope that you, well, I know you see it in yourself. I know you see how much you've grown. I know you see how worthy you are finally, like the cards were saying earlier. So have a celebration because you deserve it. You deserve to play. You deserve to have fun. This is the perfect time, whenever you're seeing this video, this is the perfect time to let go, stop manifesting so much, stop doing so much work, and just tap into your imagination and your creativity and what feels fun to you, what feels good for you, what you can do just for yourself that's fun and fulfilling, you know, and continue giving yourself internal validation, because that's going to get you where you want to go. And I also want to say, I don't know what projects you have planned, but I know you're a creative person. And I just want to say that those projects are going to be successful as long as you believe that they will be successful. Words matter, and whatever we say to ourselves becomes true. So keep telling yourself that this is successful, and just live in that state, in that frequency, in that vibration where you are a successful person. And of course, we all define our own meaning of success, but whatever way you want to be successful, you can be, and you will be, as long as you believe it. I promise. You just have to believe it. And as you've been doing, question the negative core beliefs underlying that if you have any doubts as to why you can't be successful. Okay, so I feel like this is the perfect time to wrap it up. I really hope you enjoyed. I do trust that this resonated with you in some way. I don't know if I said at the beginning, but I hope you took what resonated and just leave the rest, because this is a general reading. And that being said, thank you so much again for all you're doing. It really means a lot to me, even though we don't know each other. It really does mean a lot to me. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, and all the love and gratitude and peace and harmony and fun to you. I hope you have a beautiful, magical rest of your day, and I will talk to you in the next video, my friend. All right, bye for now.